Right now I'm going to go over the Ninja hot and cold brew system. I'm going to go over the machine, show you how to use it, and we will even make a cup of cappuccino with it. So first let's go over the machine here. I'll show you some of the controls. Up here you can set your time. You can set it to stay warm. You can also delay a brew if you want to make a pot of coffee later down the road. So down here, here's the on-off button. So if you turn it on, you will see your digital settings here, and this is where you select the size of brew that you're making. And down here, you select the type, basically. So classic, traditional cup of coffee, cup of tea, whatever you're making. Rich, it's going to make a more concentrated version. Over ice and cold brew, this is for your iced versions, and these just have a different temperature setting. So over ice is going to be a little hotter, and then your cold brew is going to be the coldest setting to make a cold brew. And then you have specialty here. We will use this for making our cappuccino. So let's go up here to classic, and I'll show you the different cup sizes here. So you have your regular cup. This is going to be 9.5 ounces. Your extra large cup is going to be 11.5 ounces. Your travel size, so your regular travel size is 14 ounces. Extra large is going to be 18 ounces. Now that will reduce if you go to a rich blend. It's making a more concentrated version, so it's going to make less. Then you have a half a carafe and a full carafe, and that's for this pot here in the machine right now. So when you take this out, you do have a handy platform that flips down here, so you can set your cup in there, and then you can go ahead and brew that. And then if you were doing a travel mug, you can go ahead and flip that up if your travel mug doesn't fit in there, and then you can fit your travel mug in there. Let's go over the different filters here. So we've got the coffee filter here. It's got a picture of a coffee bean on it here, so that helps you remember. And then the filter goes inside of it, and it is reusable. So you do not have to use a paper filter with it. You can, but you don't have to. And then you've got the tea filter here. It's got a tea leaf on it, and then it's got this removable filter here. You can just pour your loose leaf tea in there. So these just fit in the top of the machine here, and the machine will recognize which one you have in there. So right here, it will alert coffee. So it knows the coffee filter's in there. If we take that out and replace it with the tea filter, it's going to be aware of that as well. So it switched to tea. So it knows what you're making. Now, if you're on any one of the cup settings here, this hot plate down here will not turn on. Now, when you switch to the half carafe or the full carafe, this will turn on because it can recognize what setting it's on, so it can keep that pot of coffee warm for you. So let me turn the machine to the side here so you can see some of the other things that are options on it. So it does have this scoop here, your measuring scoop, and it does have little pictures here to show you how many scoops you'll need. If you're doing a single cup or a regular cup, it's telling you 2 to 3 scoops, 4 to 5 scoops. So it helps you remember, and you can adjust that stuff as you like, depending on your taste. And then it's got this flip out frother here, or whisk, and a power button. So you just push this on the top, and that turns the whisk on, and we will use that to froth our milk for our cappuccino, and then that just swings back into place. So let me go ahead and turn the machine back around here. And now let's go ahead and make a cappuccino. So the first thing I'll do is flip out the filter that I want in there, and then I'll scoop my coffee into the filter. So you can use whatever coffee you prefer. I'm doing 2 scoops. And then I can set that in here and flip that in. So now I'll put down the platform here. I will put my coffee cup in here. It's already on the specialty setting. Now again, it's really easy to flip through those settings, but I'm going to go down to specialty here. And then just this button in here, you just push that in, and it will go ahead and get that brewing. In the meantime, I'm going to go heat up some milk while this is brewing, and then I'll show you how to froth that milk for your cappuccino. Perfect. So that's about done brewing. I've got my milk here. I'm just using 2 ounces of milk that I've heated up in the microwave for about 30 seconds. I got it to just about boiling. So I'm going to set this down here, and there we go. It's indicated that it's completely done now, and we can go ahead and get to frothing. Now I'm just switching this to the side here so you can see it. You know, I don't normally move my machine around like this, but just for demonstration purposes so you can actually see the frother in action, I'll flip it to the side here. So to froth your milk here, you just want it warm so it does not have a steamer setting. This isn't like an espresso machine where it shoots out steam to froth everything up. It's just using a whisk and it spins. And so what you want to do is get your milk hot, almost to boiling, and then you just put that whisk right down in it and you turn it on here, okay? And then you'll blend it up. What I like to do is go up and down here, making sure to introduce some air into the milk, because that's what actually froths it up and makes the bubbles there. So make sure to get a nice amount of air in there. And you can see it foaming up there. Now you do have to press and hold the button on the top. It's not an on-off switch. So as soon as I let it go, it stops. So just continuing along here, frothing it up. So it's getting nice and frothy, and it's taking just a couple of, 30 seconds to a minute here. It goes really fast. All right, so once you're happy with your froth there, I'll go ahead and continue the cappuccino here. I want to add a little sugar. It's up to you, whatever you like to do. And then I can go ahead and pour some of the milk in there, and then I'll get some of the froth on there. There we go. See how frothy that is? That looks pretty good. Frothy cappuccino, nice stiff peaks on that froth there. See that? That looks really good. So the last thing is clean up here. So to clean the frother or the whisk, you simply twist it and it pulls right off. Then you can go ahead and clean that up and then put it back in place. It is really easy to clean that attachment, so that's a plus. For the filter here, the coffee grounds, you just slide it out. Then you can pull out the filter here. You can dispose of that, and then you can go ahead and rinse out the filter in the sink. So cleanup is a breeze. And then lastly, I will just show you the water reservoir. So the nice thing, it pulls out easily. It stands up on its own, which is very handy. You just flip open the lid and then you can fill it up. And it's got fill lines on the side here. So you'll always know if you have enough water to make whatever you're making, whether it's a full pot of coffee or just a single serving. So we really do love it. I typically make hot beverages, but my wife really likes the cold brew and she enjoys that. So it's got a little bit of everything for everyone. And that's a little bit about the machine. Again, this is the Ninja. The model number here, it's the CP301. Hopefully that was helpful. If you like DIY around the house, please feel free to like and subscribe. My name is Drew. I'll see you in the next one. I like it.